How you doing?
Well, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Congressman, hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Welcome.
nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having
Thank
me.
you for
Hi,
making some time.
Mike Waltz. Yeah, nice to meet you. Hi.
Lisa, I can see. Lisa.
Lisa,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Very nice to
Husband
meet
and
you.
wife,
Oh,
great.
Yeah.
Let me say hi.
That's Jasmine.
Mike, nice to meet you. Hey, how are you?
Hey Kai, Ernie Adino.
General, nice to meet you. I heard a lot about you from Randy.
Oh, probably all lies.
Yeah.
And I
All good things,
I like
really.
that mustache.
Oh, thank you. Welcome.
Well, thank you so much.
Come on in, absolutely.
All right, sure.
We'll give you first a tour if you like, and then
Okay.
chat for a few minutes, and then you'll meet a few of our clients and members.
I'm so
So
excited.
we'll tell you about the concept and what we do,
Okay.
and then you'll meet the people that we do what we do for.
I love it.
How is that?
I love it.
Come on,
Sure.
please. So we set up this room, and as folks come, they'll meet you here.
Okay.
So we kept today's agenda just purely to business and entrepreneurship, right? It's not about politics or anything
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, of course.
It's about people doing interesting things and interesting people doing interesting things. But what we are now no longer a startup, 10 plus years in business. You probably heard.
Congratulations,
Thank
by the
you,
way. That's a
thank
big
you.
milestone.
That is huge, yeah.
That's huge.
You probably heard the term co-working, which
Yep.
is this new style working, right? It's a collaborative sharing economy
So
style.
you guys were WeWork before WeWork was cool.
Before WeWork started.
Yeah.
So we were among the top 12, actually the first 12 co-working spaces in the country
Really?
back in 2018. Absolutely, yeah.
Way ahead of our
And-
time.
Way ahead of your time.
Pioneering
Yeah.
and really
Yeah.
not only just exposing people what we're doing, but of course exposing them to the concept.
Right.
A little education and then a little bit of who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 partners, all consultants in technology and design. And we lived in Palm Coast, and we said there's got to be other folks like us, so why don't we create something for folks just like us? Maybe work from a home office and travel to clients, and came up with this idea. So originally it started as a co-working and office sharing environment.
Yep.
Over the years, as we had clients added to the group, we started observing their pain points and started adding services and solutions. So we have digital services and solutions we do for our clients. We have one of the most important one, outsourced operations, call desk operations, inbound sales, appointment setting, estimate scheduling, all that done by our team.
That's
some
great.
locally here and some actually
They can
remotely.
focus on their product and focus on their
Exactly.
business. Yeah.
So
And the whole keeping overhead down thing.
Yeah.
We-
That's
We
right.
haven't always positioned from that kind of lower cost solution, but we are, obviously to hiring too soon.
Yeah.
Which is the big one,
Right.
or taking on overhead just too fast. So
Yep.
it's not to say you won't have to have the means for someone in a year from now or the call, but we can show you the actual data of what you needed year 1, year 2, and that drives better decision making.
Oh, that's hugely
Yeah, yeah,
helpful,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Rather than calling around and asking everyone.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
When did you bring this on? When did you bring that on? How long did you wait?
Right.
Yeah,
that's right,
That's
that's
great.
right. We
and
show them
also
exactly.
removing inefficiencies, right?
Uh-huh.
So if you're working with a lean team, a lunch break, a sick day can really hurt the business.
Yeah.
So there's none of that here, right? It's like a block of time that we do the work for them. But we'll give you a tour. So this
Okay.
location is used by about 60 companies. So
6-0.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Everything from what? Single.
Single use, folks that are on a membership with us,
Yeah.
folks that are on different tiers of membership,
Okay.
folks that use the space infrequently, they use the space a lot,
Right.
folks that are starting up, folks that are medium sized
Mm-hmm.
or having locations in other states even, and then
Right.
they're starting
And
to
then they need
experiment with Palm Coast to say, should I have an office here, let me not go too fast, let me determine for a year in your environment to see if I really have the market. So it's really a broad range of folks in that 60. And then to the call desk folks, the folks where we're doing services for, you stand over there, there's another, 30 plus of those businesses unique. And
Oh,
then you
wow.
stand over in digital and there's
And
another
in
dozen.
4
so-
states, really, not just Florida. Call desk, there's multiple states.
Yeah,
But I'll give you this figure, that's interesting. So 60 companies, this is their Palm Coast location.
Mhm.
A good bunch of them are headquartered here. This is their only location. And then there's companies in Jacksonville, to Gainesville,
Right.
to South Florida. This is their satellite office location.
Gotcha.
But here is a really impressive number. I don't even if I told you this, Randy, in the past. Companies alone headquartered here I'm not counting the satellite companies. Their combined annual revenue is in excess of $150 million a year.
Wonderful.
That's
So
great.
this address is actually
It's
the
rocking
number
every day.
one in all of Flagler County revenue generating address,
Yeah.
but obviously not just by one company, but a collective of
Yeah,
entrepreneurs.
right.
Right.
So you know this speaks to my heart. I know.
Of course.
Yeah, I have the background as a Green Beret and,
Yes.
and in the Bush administration, but I've done a lot of hard things, jumping
Yes.
out of planes and combat tours, but the hardest thing I've ever done is building a company.
Absolutely.
And it shouldn't be so hard, right? But we started, 3 of us in an attic,
Right.
and then we went into a co-working space.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
did.
didn't know
we
that.
did. We went into a
Okay.
co-working space, and then we lost several contracts. We had to retreat back to the, you know, back to the attic, and then started building up again. We co-located with our law firm who was looking to expand.
Yeah.
So I've been through all of this.
Sure.
You're speaking our
Right,
language.
and we
Yeah,
started with
sure.
3 of us, and we built up. We're right now hovering around 450 employees. And of
So-
course, I've stepped up
Sure.
down as
Sure.
CEO and off the board in order to be able to continue to serve. But all of those growth pains,
Yes.
right? And I tell people all the time, it's one thing to jump out of a plane. That's a
Yes.
certain type of risk.
Right.
But it's another thing to take everything you own
Yes.
and slide it over the table to the bank as a personal guarantor,
Sure.
believing in a product or a dream or an
Sure.
idea. And I just have a big place in my heart
That's
Thank
wonderful.
for
Yeah.
business owners, for entrepreneurs, and
Right.
You
anything.
get us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get you. I get you. I really do. And government's role should be able to make that as easy. And I mean, there's a regulatory place for
Of
that,
course,
right?
of course.
But we can't overburden.
Of course, I
And,
agree.
and where you draw that fine line
Yeah.
is what we often debate about.
Right. Right. Yeah. Definitely.
So I love what you're doing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.